I'm going to sing this intro with Game of Thrones in mind. No, I'm not going to do that. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Nintendad channel. Today, I'm going to be reviewing for you all the small little very niche game, Game of Thrones REIGNS, that is available on the Nintendo Switch. You can also get it on your phone, but today we'll be reviewing the Switch version of the game. So for those of you that don't know, Game of Thrones REIGNS is essentially a what if kind of story game. So basically you can play as one of 9 characters that you unlock throughout the game. So let's say I start with Daenerys, right, from Game of Thrones, and basically it's a what if scenario where she has the throne, right? It's basically a bunch of what if I had the thrones, and you're kind of making decisions, political decisions on what to do in order to survive, in order to unlock more characters. So you'll start the game with Daenerys, you'll be on the throne, other characters from the show will come up to you, they'll be like, again, I don't want to spoil it because it does have spoilers from the show, and I know people are very sensitive to that, especially because we're in the last season of the show, and there are spoilers from late seasons of the show. So basically, let's say a character comes up to you, it'll be like a little text box, and then you can kind of swipe left or right, kind of like a Tinder or something, to make a positive decision or a negative decision. So if someone comes up to you and says, hey, we need to feed the civilians, you could be like, go feed them now, or we need to save our resources, right? And these decisions actually impact how long you survive, right? Because let's say you make a wrong decision early on, that decision might bite you in the butt later on, and then your character might die. So essentially, you try to get as far as you can with the character story until you unlock a different character. So when you start with Daenerys, the next character you can unlock is what's the Arya Stark, right? And then when you're Arya Stark, you have a different storyline with her where she's in charge of the throne. Again, I won't say how she does it, but she's in charge of the throne, and then you have to make decisions. So it's a really interesting idea and mechanic, but I feel like the game lacks a bit of the Game of Thrones charm, right? Like, yeah, obviously Game of Thrones is a show that is expertly written, right? And I'm always intrigued by everything that's going on, but for some reason here, the dialogue just felt kind of generic, and maybe that is because I'm making the decisions, maybe because it does feel like I'm doing a lot of yes or no answers, but it just lacks that super polish of a Game of Thrones written story, right? It's not its fault, right? Because Game of Thrones is millions of dollars worth of investment in the actors and everything, and this is just a short game. Also, I wish the Switch version had the mobile support to swipe left and right. Like, you do have to, on your Switch, hold the left stick and then press A, or hold the right stick and then press A to make your decision. I kind of wish, or it was just like left or right. So again, I really think it's a cool idea. I think it has a nice little art style. They kind of look blocky, the characters, and like it's a very simple minimalist look that I really appreciate. It's got like a song or two that are playing. I think one of them is the main theme, another one is like a different song, but again, really cool art assets used, really cool idea in practice, but I just feel like it feels like a side story, and it feels like not a waste of time, but it feels like, okay, these are just what if scenarios, right? And again, the cool replay value here is trying to get farther and farther in the storyline, because I died many times playing as Daenerys or Arya or whatever, right? Because I made a wrong decision. I wish the game was a little more clear about which decision I screwed up, because you end up having to restart their entire storyline, which can be really frustrating. So again, it's a unique idea. The game's also $4, so if you want to try it and just have fun with it, I'd recommend it. You can just have fun play with it, but it's not like the best thing ever. I feel like its price speaks a bit on its quality, and again, you're not losing too much. The game could be beaten in about 2-3 hours. Like, I beat it in about 2, like really quickly, because I kind of read fast, so I just like swipe through left and right a lot, like when I knew what the answer was. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna give this game, I'd say I'm gonna go 2.5 out of 5 stars, because again, it's a fine thing. It doesn't do anything crazy. It's alright. So yeah, that is my time with Game of Thrones REIGNS for the Nintendo Switch. Let me know if you pick it up. Let me know what's poppin', and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.